What's up, guys? I always forget I have long hair, so I gotta put it up when I'm doing tattoos. Gotta put it up. I'm doing good. How are you, bro? This is gonna make my freaking head feel crazy. Every time I put my hair up, it makes my freaking forehead feel like it's... I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah, we've been talking about trying the new tattoo kit out, so I might as well. New tattoo kit out. I want to cover up the rest of my leg, so we got faith and a cross. I found out what these little stickers are for. You can actually use them to shade in tattoos, like the words or whatever. It doesn't look perfectly straight because I had to mark where I went too long, but I didn't want to wipe it clean. But trust me, when I'm doing the tattoo, I have a marking to know. And then we're just gonna do a bunch of random shapes to fill the rest in. And then I want to do the clouds more shaded so that they're just one cloud instead of a bunch. I don't like how it looks separated. And then we're gonna try the white on this. I'm gonna try to use the white to make that pop a little bit, and the white in these little spots and in the center. I haven't done tattoos in a little bit, so I gotta readjust to the feeling, but we got actually proper stuff to put down now. It came with the kit. We got the bigger new caps. Very cool. I'm gonna do hand sanitizer so you guys can see. And then I don't have to clean the machine. The machine's never been used before. Brand new machine. If you guys have missed the streams, that's what this is. Brand new kit. But I also have I have sugar down here in case I get low blood sugar. I always just feel low blood sugar when I do tattoos, but I'm dead ass this time, guys. Like, I'm going to be done for a bit after I do this, because this is the last part to my leg sleeve, and I got a wedding to go to and a whole bunch of other stuff coming up, so I want that to at least look good. Where should I put you guys? I feel like I should put you guys somewhere. I don't know how I always lose the tripod I use with you guys. Dude, my knee keeps cracking. It hurts so bad. It's like, feels like it's not in place. There it is. This is why I'm always in pain, because I have like weird crap. Not even kidding. My leg legitimately keeps cracking like crazy. My phone charging? Okay. How are you doing, Junior? Okay, I just gotta make sure I have you guys all steady so that when I start doing stuff, I don't have to fully focus. Let me sanitize my hands one last time, because now I just touched a bunch of stuff. I'm doing all right, bro. Life has been boring. It's a Friday night. Most likely the weekend is going to consist of more house-related stuff. So that's interesting and I guess fun and exciting, but I just feel like there's always something, you know? I feel like my life has been really busy, which I guess is a good thing, but my brain sometimes can't keep up with everything, you know? All right, we're down with the black. We might have to get a new black soon, but oh, I never even grabbed the white. I never even showed you guys. I'll wait to use this just because I don't want obviously the new ink to dry out into the thing, but pure white. So that's gonna make things just pop a lot more. Pop a lot more. You know? I actually will try this grip tape out because I'm curious how it'll work. So for these line work things, we're gonna use a 7 round liner to start. These are like really fancy. There's like little grips actually on the tips. And it recommends grip tape. I haven't used grip tape in a bit. But, if you guys missed this, You guys will see it on the rewatch. I've unboxed it a bunch, but I've just kept it in here for the sake of waiting till I need it. If you guys were curious, this was the old setup. So that's why I said it's bigger. Look at the difference. But this one's like an actual unit. And like I said, this had a little clip-on thing that used to fall off a lot because it just clips on and hangs weird. And it only has 4 settings and then like a base setting. This has, forget how to turn it on, you just hold it. This has infinite settings. So I'm gonna have to relearn how to use it. But we're gonna use this grip tape. Now, apparently a lot of people like to use a lot of grip tape. I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna use a very small amount. But I just wanna feel how it feels to have a little bit of something grippy. Pause. So like, just one wrap around. You know? And yeah. Does this dumbass think it's a sex toy? Alright. Or he just does not understand English. Alright, here's the needle. Hold on, I actually kind of want to be sure what voltage is good for 7-round liner tattooing. Between 7.5 and 9. So look. Alright. Alright. So I guess we just start. I have it set to a base stroke that I guess is like default most people use or whatever. Wait, how do you turn it on? You just click it. This might be confusing. I actually learned too, if I can find there's supposed to be, we're supposed to have the needle hang at a 2.5 to 3 millimeter, and these little surgical, what are they called? Surgical pens for tattooing have that measurement on them. Inches. Oh, maybe they don't. Wait, do they have? No, they just have metric. What else did it say? Oh, use the thickness of a penny and then bring it out a touch more. Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna start and see how it plays out, boys. The machine sounds a lot better. It sounds like a lot, like the machine that I use would go like, eh. So it sounds like a lot. I just learned while watching tattoo videos today that I need to slow down a bit. Because it's really hard to like pack in. Honestly, so far it feels way better than the old one. It's actually crazy smooth. But I will have to see how it turns out. I feel like I can feel this machine like working. Does that make sense? And the speed that it wants me to go. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. Can I just click it to pause? Cool, cool, cool. All right, so far, I don't know. It's hard to read if I'm going deep enough or not because it's a new machine. But ew. Why does it smell like that? The fuck? I mean, for the most part, for a first line session, it did good. But why in the heck is the machine burning up? What is happening? Maybe that's just the new scent of the motor or something. It just smells wild. It's kind of weird. All right. For the lines, I'd say we're good. We need to bring the needle out a tad bit more. And now we need to work on stretching to get the perfect line so that we can get to the shading portion. So what that means is I'm just gonna go over everything I did and try to go a little bit deeper with the needle. That way, I can actually see it now. I feel like I'm like going too slow now though. It's kind of what makes it hard. Maybe I need to turn the voltage down just a hair. Go to 7. All right, not bad. I don't know if I like these liner things or not. The cartridge. This machine is so much heavier. I don't know what people say when they say it's like better for your hands to not get tired and stuff. When you have a heavy machine, it's just like very taxing when you have a bunch of weight. Because this one's like off center, but more control, I'd say. This one so far seems like it's like kind of starting to weigh on me a little bit. Okay, yeah, the needle needs to be brought out more too. Okay, learning as we go, boys. I kind of realized too to stop treating the machine like a pencil, even though I really like instinctively want to because I like doing art and stuff. It's easier to have it like this and drag and let your hand just slide so that you're always keeping a straight line than to like, you know what I mean, try to artsy it. I know the shading part isn't going to be fun because the shading was not fun last time. I feel like what I'm struggling the most with learning this craft or whatever is the fact that the needle has to stay consistent completely. Like you can't, when you're making the lines, you can't get bumpy or you're gonna have to keep going over the line. And when you aren't keeping the constant depth, so like keeping the same depth, if you like jolt a little bit and kind of put the needle in a little bit more than it needs to be, you get really rough lines and have to go over them. And I want to say that tattoo artists like look down on that. They don't want you to do that. That's not a good practice, I would assume. But also, maybe I'm being too generous with just not keeping the needle out as much. I don't know. Not gonna lie, with the weight of this machine, I might look for something else. As sad as that is, like obviously I'm not shit talking the company. Shout out to them. Maybe they have a better machine for me personally, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the weight of it is throwing me off big time. I know there's something wrong with my technique as well. Obviously with the new machine and being a new person and I'm using new cartridges, all new stuff. It's definitely a learning curve, but if you guys can look, if I weren't shading this stuff in, people would not be happy with me with those lines. And I'm gonna start being more real on here because it's a learning process and I know more people are interested. And obviously there's gonna be people that hate regardless, but I'm not getting the depth and the consistency down, and this being a heavier machine is like very hard for me to handle. The weight, it's not like a lightweight machine at all. It's very heavy. This is more solid, but very like low. It's like weighted to the bottom and that's it. The top feels weightless. So I would kind of use that weight to keep my lines straight, right? This, evenly balanced, like no weight to the bottom or the top. It's just very heavy all the way through. And that's gonna be, I feel like, a process to learn. Sadly, it's gonna be a process that I have to just get used to. I'm going to try a different type of shading method as well. I haven't had them before, but there's such things as round shaders, yeah. I'm gonna try them out because they're in a pattern of like a little circle, and they're easier to get into spaces. So I'm gonna try those out today, as well as we'll have to do a mag maybe. But see, that's what I mean. Like, it's all about learning, and this is a process. And I don't know. That's how life is, bro. Life is a learning process. Everything you learn. Every day is a new learning process. If you're not learning something every day, you're not taking a risk. And if people are making fun of you for learning, then that just means that they're too scared to take the first step. So hopefully take that with motivation. These are like round shaders. So they're a group that's more rounded, but I really am curious as to how it works with shading. So I want to see. Let me turn my stroke down too. Maybe my stroke is off on this. It's cool that it has like a full-on timer of how long I've been tattooing for. That's nifty, I guess. It's how people can charge by the hour. They can look at their tattoo machine after. What up, Jake? Gotta love warm milk. Ugh. I normally don't even eat sugar, but when I'm tattooing, I have to. That's the problem with me tattooing myself. I'm also getting low blood sugar while I'm tattooing. So that's gonna make me not steady. So shaky, you don't want to be shaky at all. No, Jake. It's milk with cookies. Little Debbie cookies or something, little, whatever those hard cookies that come in a bag are. All right, we'll see if the stroke mattered at all. Because I forgot the other machine has a set one. It's so weird how I'm just like, it feels like I'm relearning everything that I started with by switching the machine. And I don't like it. Even though I knew that was what was coming with switching in the first place, I just don't like it, dude. I just wanna feel alive when I'm with you. Jake, you missed the comment. All right, let's see if I'm shading correctly with this line or this. Look, mama, up and down. Why is it not? Am I not getting surface area with the ink? What is happening? My machine was not loading ink. Could I not do this with a round liner? I don't know. Let me see what happens. I don't like that it doesn't work right away when I need it. Okay. Let's see how thick this line or this round shader is. Okay, I just loaded it up with way too much ink. That's what you don't want. How's everyone doing? Dang, bruh. I feel like I should switch to a different machine. It kind of sucks, dude. Oh yeah, guys, if I didn't know if I told you this or not, but this is also a cover up. So kind of cool, I guess. It's a cover up of the word faith with the word faith, but done way better. It's so uncomfortable sitting sometimes while doing them. I'm gonna take this a touch back in, because it's starting to eat at the skin a little bit too much. Alright. It's in a crappy area, guys. So I'm really trying to make sure that I get every single, like, bit shaded in. But trust me, it'll look good. Wow. Actually kind of getting the hang of it. That came out better than I thought. And it actually looks like it's kind of part of the other tattoo now, which is kind of what I wanted. So now it looks like a flower with the word faith above it. And it doesn't look like it's just two random tattoos. I don't know, maybe this tattoo machine isn't as heavy as I think. Now that I'm using it, I don't know. It's so hard to tell, boys. I always forget how freaking slow you have to go to pack in shading, dude. So much slower than you think. If I can get at least one person to interact with the chat and say yes or no, I'll show you guys what I've done so far, since I'm almost 100% convinced that nobody is watching anymore. Okay, nobody even said anything, so... Alright. Solid. We'll just keep on keeping on. Gotta switch the needle out, because this one's getting gunked up. I also think I need to try some better needles, too. I've heard that there's some really good options out there now. We've been tattooing officially for 30 minutes now. 38 minutes. I'll just show you guys it when it's done, if anyone's still on chat. If chat is active. All right. I gotta like find a better way to hold my leg. Oh, my back kills. Here you go, bro. All right, boys. So I'm gonna have to add a little bit of shading to hide the touch up because it was a cover up. But that's what the first piece looks like. Can't even see because the chat's on the freaking screen. Can't even show you guys where to point. Hold on. Oh, cool. I can't even see it on my phone either because there's chat. How do you delete chat? How do you hide chat? Live chat. Okay. So it's going to be freaking ass backwards, but it says faith. And then has little lights. Or not lights, but like shine coming out of the cross because this is a cover up. If you guys look carefully, you can see where there's words shining through. So I think what I might do is later on come through with white or something and see if I can like lighten it up a bit to hide it. But that's gonna be the first one, and then we have to shade in all of this to hide that. But this and this kind of go together. It's like faith, the flower, the cross. So I thought that looked cool. That's kind of the touch-up idea I had. It's really annoying the angle that I'm at right now trying to shade. Not gonna lie. I gotta make sure that I get all these baby lines so I don't have to go up them again. hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. That's what we got for the first one. I actually came in clutch with these things. What I did was they're like lettering, and if you can align them correctly, then you use a surgical pen, and then you turn that into a tattoo. I actually am very interested in a couple of these because they would fill in some negative space on my hand too. Like this, there's a, where'd I just see it? Am I stupid? Oh yeah. That's like a really cool Celtic cross right there. I wish I could find something to cover this abomination up on my neck. Just freaking, yeah, I could never pack ink there good enough, so I would never try it, but it's cool that there's like a little cross. That little cross could actually fit somewhere, but we're not doing all that tonight. All right, last one I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna try out one of these mags. See how they are. These are all new needles too, that I haven't tried yet. A mag is a collection of really thick groupings for fast shading, even though it really hurts. Let me see what voltage is good for 7 round mag, 6 voltage. So you gotta drop the, see, that's what I couldn't do on this though. Like I couldn't just drop my machine to a 6 when I was tattooing, and that's probably why it hurt. I was told by like tattoo artists that my best bet is to get like a different type of cross and just pack the ink, because it's too big of a surface area, and most tattoo artists want to cover it up completely because they don't want to be associated with it. The first person I actually went to help me out with it, he denied me. He actually said he wasn't going to do anything with it. So that's why I just got another neck tattoo to make me feel better about myself. Because he was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, bro. I just don't want to be associated with it. Just so you guys know, this is gonna be a freaking mess. Because now I gotta shade the rest of my leg. Luckily it's nothing major, so my leg shouldn't swell up like a freaking balloon again. But not gonna lie, this machine, as far as shading though, it's packing in the ink really fast, because it usually, with the other one, I couldn't get the voltage down under a 7. So it would be really rough on me. I'm gonna show you guys this part because I think I should be fine. I read online that you have to make sure that you don't show blood. Okay, and of course I say that and I'm showing. It's not real, but this is what you do. So you start doing circles and you bring the ink down, the little puddle. It said for like people have channels where they tattoo and they show educational stuff, so as long as there's not like a lot of heavy shading is my most therapeutic thing. I like to hold my machine at like a 45-degree angle. I read a lot. That's not 45, but not exactly a 45, but I have read online a lot of debates because when I first started practicing and learning, that's what everybody said. And now I'm being told something different. But if you guys can see, you get a little puddle and you're bringing the puddle of ink down. I can't do this a lot. I gotta be really careful because I don't want to get taken off YouTube. But you kind of just work that puddle in little circles. But you guys see how slow this is taking me for something this small on my leg. If you rush while tattooing, you literally just regret it. Literally. Because I was patient with this stuff and then it started hurting. So I started rushing on this part. Well, guess what now that I have to reshade in? All of this. Because instead of how I'm tattooing now, I mean, you can kind of tell when you start rushing, but I was going like, when I was trying to finish. And you literally want this type of motion. Very slow, very controlled. And you want to make sure, I would say, that you're going in the same spot, probably 2 to 3 spirals before lowering it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Slowly moving the machine. This is one thing that I know how to properly do. I don't know why, but I've always been really good at shading. I have struggled with line work. I don't know why that is. Shading comes easy to me. Line work is a bugger. And if you guys also wondered like why I'm doing just random shapes, all these letters, all this wording is too small. It looked very like stupid, and it was literally just handwritten with cursive. It wasn't actually a calligraphy or anything. It was just me handwriting lonely and loved on my leg as a kid. If you couldn't tell, I regret it. So we're getting rid of it. I've actually gotten so good with using the shaders that if I just poke it out a tad bit more, I can stretch the skin and go sideways with them. And I can see where the line is. So I can actually highlight my original line that I made and make it look thicker. Look, mama, I can fly. I really wish YouTube could kind of be like Twitch, where I could just play music and kind of forget about it and worry about it later, but yeah, the sad part is these mags are a little bit big, so for the final shading, to really make it pop, I will actually go back with a liner and make the lines at the very ends just pop a little bit. So far, so good. I don't want to show you guys at all because I want the end to be a surprise. I don't know, I'm kind of like getting the hang of the weight of this machine now, but I just haven't made my mind up on it. I did really want a smaller machine. Also, the closer you get to your freaking ankle when you're shading, absolutely miserable. Not even kidding. Hurts so bad, boys. Look, mama, I can fly. Oh, crap, dude. I literally forgot. We didn't even get to the white shading part yet, dude. What time is it? Can somebody look up what time it is in the East Coast so I don't have to touch anything because I can't really contaminate stuff? Cross-contamination. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, thank you. I literally have to wake up tomorrow again early. But I wanted to do this for you guys because I've been itching to try the tattoo machine out. I spent good hard-earned money to try to get a better kit. Something you guys would be able to watch still. Can't tell if the machine is dying or if it's the angle that I have to hold the machine. Okay. Okay. So realistically, I have an hour to finish the stuff I want to on stream. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I still feel like I'm way behind, but we on it, boys. What did you say you're doing, Jake? You're talking to Facebook dating girls? Okay, I'm gonna turn this way. You guys have a weird view of my face, but that way I can kind of give my back a break. I can't finish shading anything that I want to because it hasn't healed yet. I want to add white to the Demon Slayer mask, and I want to do clouds on my hand. And where did I also want to add white? Oh, into the flower, and then we're done. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, Facebook's the opposite for me. Facebook, I get like 4 girls a day, but usually they're actually like mentally unstable. Mentally unstable. I've had such weird experiences recently. And I'm not even just saying that, like I've just had girls that I don't know what goes through their heads. I really don't. They just be like really demanding, and I guess like ego. This one girl made me talk to her for like 5 days on Facebook before I could get her like socials, right? Like her Snapchat, because apparently she told me, oh, well, didn't you hear? If you give your phone number out, apparently people can find things out about you through your phone number if they like want to stalk you or something. And I was like, well, I have a new phone number, and that's not really the case with me, but I can get why you'd be concerned. It's okay. I'm like, I'll talk to you for a couple days. 3rd day, and this is like me answering back as best as I can. I'm not constantly checking my dating apps or anything. And I'm like, so do you wanna get off the app, like we said, and talk on like Snapchat or whatever you want? And then she goes, you see, this isn't working out. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, you literally told me you wanted to wait, get to know me, and then go from there. Like, I was like, I just figured after like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, you would want to do what you said. And she goes, bye-bye. So, yeah, there's that. And I was very gentlemanly. You guys can't say anything about that. I usually try to be very friendly, very open. From what I was getting, I thought we were getting along pretty good. But when I say ego, I don't mean like, oh, it's my ego not actually being able to handle another girl's ego. It's like, I really don't know like what she expected, because I did exactly what she said and still got a different result. So I kind of was like, yeah, you know what? So be it. So be it, bro. I feel like I have a good personality, and I'm like not ugly. I mean, I'm not like the most attractive. A lot of girls don't like long hair, apparently, I'm learning. But like, that's just like so random to me. And then, I don't know. It's just been the common thing on dating apps. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the dating apps, the dating pool has made me realize that I don't know if I want to find anybody in this like generation, dude. I don't want to go on that like rant that I normally do because I think there's someone out there for certain people, but I also believe that the majority of the girls that are single in my area and like around my age and stuff, I just don't have any. Never care about a woman, bro. Sounds insane. But like, I don't know. It just makes me realize like half of these girls got nothing to even like offer because I don't know. It's just not worth it anymore. I said something on TikTok and people got upset, but I had said that I personally, at my age, I do not want to take care of someone else's kids. I just don't want to do that. Now, whether it's more normalized to like want kids, at least I am one of the outliers, and I don't want kids either. Like I don't care. I just don't want kids. But the fact that every single person I match with is a girl that wants a guy to take care of her kids from the past marriage that didn't work out and support them financially. I'm not interested in that, respectfully. I don't want that. I just don't want it. Like I said, this isn't like a debate. This isn't me like trying to single anyone out. This is just my thoughts. What? I'm not particularly. I'm tattooing and I'm on a live stream. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll find somebody or not. It's okay if I don't. It's okay if I don't. I think that it would be nice to have somebody to like connect with or whatever. But I guess that's kind of what it boils down to, too. It's like, are you able to handle your own company or aren't you? If that makes sense. Like, are you able to live in your own company and find peace in being alone? Or must you fill the silence? And I always thought I was the latter. I always thought I had to be with somebody where I was lonely until I realized that I'm actually okay. Like a lot of the time in a lot of relationships I was in the past, I preferred to be alone. I just preferred my own company, preferred doing my own thing. So I don't know. That's kind of scary that I'm like too easily okay with being in my own company, because what's the incentive if you don't want kids? Like what's my incentive to actually want to be in a relationship, you know? Once you get past the the physical side of things, like hug and kiss and like cuddle or whatever, like I don't know. I don't like feel like I'm a person that's like woke or whatever, but I feel like under I understand life to like a degree that other people don't grasp. People fall into the like I see this a lot on dating apps. Girls that aren't really weren't really chasing the relationship thing, right? Well, they got older. Now their parents are saying, "When are you going to have kids? When are you going to have..." So that's why they get on dating apps. I literally had somebody that I matched with, and their bio was like, I, I made this because I'm tired of getting asked at family events when I'm gonna have kids and start a family or something. Sadly, I had to unmatch because that ain't me, boo. That ain't me. But see, if I want to find somebody, I have to be open about not wanting kids. But you also can't open up with that. You can't like start with, "Yo, I don't want kids," because a lot of people don't understand that. I don't know why I wasn't programmed with that. I wasn't programmed with that feature. I was not programmed with that, boys. What's up, guys? Who's all still in chat? Why the heck did somebody say that in chat? That's wild. Don't think I'll be doing that while tattooing my leg. Thank you. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. I have so few things to do, but I feel like I'm wasting time. What time is it now? How long of time have we gone? What does that even mean? How long has it been since the last update on the time? I'm guessing it's like what, 2:30 or something? Nah, you're good. So yeah, we're like an hour off. It's 2. Appreciate it, bro. Oh yeah, since we're like on stream still, even though I gotta stay kind of focused. What kind of horror games do you guys want me to play? Cause I'm thinking this weekend I should do one. Okay. Then we just need a round liner. Okay. Shit, dude, my back does not feel the best. You guys want an update again? The one thing I hate about tattooing, my hands always get stuff on them. So that's how the Faith tattoo came out. It's gonna be reversed for you guys, but that was a cover up. I like it. I think it matches well with this. This is off-centered, so I feel like it's gonna make this look off-centered. But regardless, it works. And that is what we have left. And then we have to do, once the leg is done, the leg hurts. I hate doing leg. We got the hand. Actually, I should do the hand right now while I'm thinking of it. Hand is easy. Hand is easy. Because I just have to do lines. That bring the clouds I just bottomed out. You guys didn't know what that means. It's when the needle hits the bottom of the ink thing, which is my fault. It's because, where's the ink? The ink is getting low, and I've been too lazy to fill it back up. So I've been dipping the needle really low, and when it bottoms out, it messes up the needles, causes blowouts, can really hurt your skin, can really mess up the line work. You always want to get a new one. We've gone through 3 or 4 round liners today, which is not the best, but I guess it doesn't matter too much because after this we'll be taking a slight holiday from doing this, boys. Why, you might ask? Because I'm running out of space and I need to give my body some good healing time. Alright, so all I did was connect the clouds, because I didn't like how they looked. Okay. Dang, yo. Is there anything else that I wanted to do line work with? What did we want to do line work with? Oh. I'm going to do some of the white. Well, I have space on my legs, but I don't know how I would tattoo this way. I tattooed this way before, and I kind of did random stuff that didn't turn out the best. I have space here, and here, and here, and here. I could do my pelvis part, like close to my leg, and then I have this whole leg upper. I have this space, and that's all I can do with my right hand because I'm not left-handed. But yeah. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'm opening up another liner. so we can do the white. Yeah, I mean, I could continue and do like blackouts and stuff, but I don't know if I would do that or not. You could do blackout and then white on top of the blackout. That's what I want to do with my one blackout tattoo. I want to add white to it, but I don't know if my body can handle it. My body's starting to hurt already. I'm not good at handling lots of pain anymore. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a good time with the white or not, because they say it's very thick and very hard to get to stay in tattoos, so we're literally just gonna be testing it out. But yeah, I want to take like a full-on month break from tattooing just to let my body heal. I have not let my body heal hardly at all. White. The only thing is you guys can't tell with the white because it turns pink because it mixes with your blood. But if you can kind of see that a little bit, there is some white that I added in on these things for the petals and around the middle to kind of try to get rid of some of the remaining tattoo that it's covering up. It is a cover up. I don't know how it will heal, but adding white, right now at least, really gets rid of unwanted parts of the tattoo from previously. Right now it's like almost like a reverse cover up, I guess. You're turning the old black to like a whiter color, but I don't know what happens when it heals. If it actually stays white or not. But kind of cool. Kind of cool. It's my first time using white. I'm gonna try to go over some of the black with the white and then come back when it's healed to see what it looks like. See if it actually does anything or not. Because I really want to do a white reverse blackout. Or not a reverse blackout, but I have a blackout tattoo and I want to turn it white. So I'm really curious if I can do that or not. It definitely lightened it up at least. It kind of looks cool. I wanted to do this mask, but I don't think I have the patience to do all that. Too much to do. Is there anything else I should add white to? Should I add white, a little white to the hand things? I could lighten up this a little bit. Maybe. Oh, that is so cool. It makes it like three-dimensional when you do it. It's so hard to show you guys because literally the white turns pink so fast because it mixes with blood. Not to be gross or anything, but that's how tattoos work. Dude, guys cannot tell me that looks fire. That doesn't look fire. You can't really see it. Can you? You see the white? It just adds like, yo, that is so sick. It adds this like depth and like a three-dimensional kind of thing you wouldn't get otherwise. If this actually, like, yo, if this actually dries white, It says some people just aren't, like, they don't even have the skin pigment for them. I'm literally gonna do this on all my tattoos. The white just adds such a cool effect. Do you guys think it'll actually work with the blackout? I do really want to add it to the blackout that I have, but I'll wait a little bit. Super cool. I'm actually gonna add it to the Faith tattoo too, because I have parts that I want to cover up, and what I can do is just use some of the white. Make it a little pop. That is so cool. I do have a darker skin complexion. They say the lighter ones don't actually show, but I do get really dark. I pray that this stays, dude. The white just literally makes everything pop. I'm going with the white to add a little bit of like extra to the so sick. That is so sick. White color is a freaking game changer. I gotta Google what a white tattoo looks healed. Because, boy oh boy, guys, we might have to learn how to do that. Because white might change the game if it actually pops the way I'm hoping that it does. It just like adds such a layer, and then you can add shading, and you can add like, I don't know, you can just add so much more to a tattoo by doing it. Literally, white helps you see where you're doing everything too. White's so much easier to see through than the black is. Dang, this actually might look tough white, but I don't feel like it's gonna take too much time. Alright. What do we have left, boys? Round shader. Oh, my back. My back. This is the part that I want to add white to. I want to do some like crazy design to it, but I got to see how this white heals first. I've heard a lot of mixed things. Not sure why the machine sometimes does that. My old machine did this too. Sounds like it's kind of getting caught in there somewhere. Is it the cartridge? Trying to use a round shader for this, boys, because it's a lot less needles, a lot less trauma. Last time I tattooed my whole leg, I was sore for 3 days and my whole leg was swollen up. I'm trying to take it a little bit easier on myself, but we want to make sure that we get all the ink packed in so that I don't have to come back, because there's a lot that I still have to come back to on other parts that aren't healed right. I wouldn't say we did a bad job last time. I would say I just sped through the ending because of the pain I was experiencing, because I was starting to get a little lightheaded, not gonna lie, on stream, because I had never done a tattoo that big before. So I was trying to power through it, there's good and bad to that situation. The good was I didn't pass out on stream. The bad was I have to go back and fix it now at some point. Wow, boys and girls, did we actually finish it pretty much? I mean, there's certain parts that I can't do. What time is it now? There's certain parts that aren't healed that I can't go over. That I truly just have to let go. Damn. Did you guys enjoy this today? We didn't have as many people as normal, but it's all good. It's all good. Wow. Is my leg sleeve pretty much complete, boys? That's surreal. After all this time, I pretty much have a leg sleeve. This feels surreal. Actually. We pretty much have a full leg sleeve now. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think this is probably considered half leg. But it's crazy, dude. I mean, I can't fault the machine either. The machine has run really good today. It's still running smooth. Still sounds smooth. Did we do everything, guys? I think we did everything we wanted today. I literally think we got everything we wanted today done. I'm gonna be super sore tomorrow because I did a shit ton of like fixing stuff, but Oh, freak. I have one last thing I wanted to do. Finger. I learned a new method with fingers to get them to stick. They say you have to treat the machine like a stick and poke. Finger tattoos are ass, bro. Never, ever, ever will I do finger tattoos again. Like, ever. They just never stay, and you gotta go over them a bunch of times, then they end up looking like crap because your hand gets rid of them so fast. And okay, do it once to get the line to show up, and then you gotta have literally gotta jab it like a stick and poke. swear I've gone over my finger tattoos like 100 times. I mean, eventually they stick, but there you go. And it will be gone very, very soon. But at least these stayed. This don't last, dude. Finger tattoos don't last because the finger skin sheds so fast. And you like can't get them to be deep enough without boogering up your freaking skin. And it hurts like a motherfucker. Alright, boys. We're gonna take you on a tour. I'm gonna go up, wash everything out, wipe everything down, and we'll show you a tour of what we got done. Drop a like, fat like. If you guys haven't already, subscribe if you like this content. Be right back. All right, ladies and gents, the moment y'all have been waiting for. I'm gonna put some fresh A&D on each of these and then show you guys I properly wash my hands, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll go over what I did, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what the game plan is next once I go over each. So we did the hand first. We did the clouds. The shading is a little darker than it should be, but we got the clouds all one, so it blends more with the top. The top is supposed to be the clouds, and the bottom is supposed to be the shading for the clouds. So now that it's one piece, I feel like it looks more like clouds when you stare at it. Shaded a little bit more of the crown that we had. Get the light in the back here. We got some white pigment added to this. Hopefully it kind of gives some separation to the leaves when it dries. We don't know. I haven't messed with white yet. Fingers crossed, we'll see. This is the dagger that I've gone over 100 times. We'll see. It gets shorter when you flick someone off. But we'll see how it heals up. I don't know. We'll have to see. With the hand, the next ideas, this will be after I heal up. I want to heal up. I might take a month off just to have my body heal, because when you keep putting trauma and not giving your body time to like heal up, your immune system to heal up and stuff, you can just run into issues. Don't recommend it. I felt like crap when I was doing it every day. You don't want to be doing that. Even now, I only took like a 2-week off break, but that's to get this stuff squared away so I feel more confident. Because like I said, I want everything to look good. I have like stuff coming up this month, a bunch of stuff, and I want to have it, I want to just feel like I got everything squared away. So hand, I'm very pleased with. I think it looks very good, and I'm really excited to see what I can do with the white shadows and stuff, okay? That's first part. Dude, my knee actually feels like there's a giant bubble behind it. I have to see how I can show you guys, because I don't know if it'll... Hold on, I'm on a delay. Okay, guys. So for this, we did faith. It's upside down for you guys and sideways. It did say faith underneath. We got it to say faith over top. And then we use little white shading in between to make it pop, if you guys can see the white. And then we added a little bit of white with the light coming off of the cross. I think it blended really well with this, where we added some white, and I feel like it just looks like this goes together. That's why I wanted to add it and not do the shading shapes anymore. So we kind of went away with that. This is just a complete blackout, but I did it without blacking out my leg. I did it geometrical blackout, and it just covers up some unwanted tattoos. For this, I didn't do much, but I feel like it gives the like shapes kind of just a more complete look, so that it fills in the leg more. You guys can tell I'm like my leg is shaking. I also didn't shade much, but I pulled my hair back and I gave a little bit of white to Tanjiro's eye. I want to add white to this, and I want to add white to the mask here. And the game plan eventually with this mask is also, I added white for the pupils too, because there was no pupils. Is I want to shade this line in to be a little bit darker. But For now, boys, that literally took 60. It took like, what, 2 hours, 30 minutes? So, I'd say very well accomplished. I feel really good. I will give a rating to the machine, since I feel like that was what this video is about, trying it out for the first time. The grip helped a lot to hold on to it. You're supposed to reuse the grip every time, because metal, the brushed metal, is kind of slippery. So I do think that helped. Machine feels balanced because the battery pack is the same size and similar weight. I don't like that the grip isn't weighted. Like, this was weighted to the tip, so I feel like I had more control, and then it was really light up top. I don't like the battery pack on this, and it hung down. Battery pack, really nice on this. Comes with 2, and it's let me turn it on real quick. Okay, did it die already? It's full LED display. You can control it by the point voltage. We tattooed for exactly 2 hours down there in the bottom. That's not counting how long the stream was and stuff. That's just like how long the machine was running nonstop. Different settings and presets. We only used 1 out of 5 bars on this battery. So 5 times 2, probably get 10 hours off each battery. So battery pack, recommended. As far as I know, the stroke works good, but they recommend a 3.5 stroke. This only has 3.3 or 3.6. I found that the 3.3 felt more like my 3.5. Don't know what that means. It ran really smooth and way less vibrations and weird noises than this one. This one would have like weird clunks with some of the cartridges, no matter how I twisted it. And it kind of ran a little funky sometimes. Sometimes it would like fluctuate in power. This one did not. I still have not pinpointed why, when I'm going and doing the line work, that the needle is far enough out. I leave extra hang so that I don't ride the tube. Riding the tube would mean you're pushing the needle into the ink, or that you're pushing the needle into your skin, and then the tube is touching. I try to do it where it doesn't, but when you look at that angle, you have to memorize it. I had it memorized pretty well on that machine. This machine, not so much. It just seemed like I was really chasing these lines, but I will say, once I kind of got the feel of it, I was actually hitting pretty good lines where I only had to go over them twice. The reason I do that is because the 7-round liners, when I hold them at the angle that they are, they're very thin, small lines, because I'm used to kind of going at a little bit of an angle. Everyone has their own preference. I've heard that now you're supposed to do more of like a pencil angle. I still do the little bit of an angle. And what I do is I'll go over once and then come back and hit those lines again to punch them out a little bit more and make them like pop, make them stand out. I'm getting the 2 passes down. I was getting a lot of 3 and 4 passes on that machine where I had to go over a 3rd or a 4th time to get them as thick as I wanted. I think I'm getting that down for lining. Shading, I kind of got, it just clicks in my head. The speed, the little circles, everything clicks. Reminds me of like welding or something. Lining, still getting the hang of, but I'll rate this machine as my first machine, and the price point, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. I would really like to get a hold of more machines, but I feel really cool now that this is more complete. So Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys will be back. We probably will do gaming tomorrow, boys. I gotta clean up all this mess now. I love y'all. Peace out. God bless. Have a great Friday night, Saturday morning. See you when I see you tomorrow, boys. Love y'all.